All right, so here we are again, and I'm talking again to the sellers. Everybody that wants to sell their property, but we are talking here real estate. So you want to get the premium price, and of course to have the leverage when the time comes for negotiating the price. When we're talking about the real estate, getting the more than asking price or a premium, very good price of selling price, and also having the leverage, the upper hand in the process when it comes to the negotiation. So it all comes down to how long are you going to generate an offer that makes sense to you for accepting it. We as realtor, we refer to this as days on the market. For how days the property has stayed in the market before getting an offer. This is what we are going to talk today, and how days in the market impact the price, the selling price of a property. So here is the first thing. When the property hits the market, the first 2 weeks are very, very important, because at the beginning we do a great, very high marketing to market the property that they're just in the market, so every buyer can see it. So we want to be attractive and stand out with other competitors, so the property that we are selling gets and attracts more buyers. So we want to be the obvious first choice for all the buyers that are looking for buying a property in the area that your property is located. When we go to the market, these first 2 weeks are very important, because we either gonna attract buyers or they are gonna like it, but they're gonna think at the price I cannot afford it, so I'm not even spending my time and going and see the property. But here it's 2 scenarios that I want to walk you through. Let's say, for example, I'm taking you out, you want to buy a home, and I am your agent, and I'm taking you around and showing you different properties. And it happens that you like very much one of the properties, and you tell me, hey, Valbona, I would love to put an offer in this property. I'm just going to have the property and all the comps and everything, and I'm going to tell you, hey, Mr. Buyer, so this property just hit the market yesterday. So we have to go with a strong offer in order to get the property, since you like it that much, right? This makes sense to you. Am I right? I hope it does. So the second scenario, I'm taking you, you are my buyer, and I'm taking you around and showing you different kind of properties. And we get to a property that you really like, and you're telling me, hey, Valbona, I want to put an offer in this property. And I'm going to do my homework and see the comps and see whatever is going in this area. And I'm going to tell you, hey, Mr. Buyer, this property has been in the market for 6 to 8 weeks. And if you really are my client, the same thing that I did with my client, I would advise them, say, hey, listen, we have the space here to go lower than the asking price, because the property has been in the market for a long time. I don't know for what reason, so there's still there. So we have the leverage, and we as a buyer in this case, so we have the leverage and the upper hand to the negotiation process. So I told you about the 2 scenarios, so that's why days in the market are very important. When we talk about putting a property in the market, it's so important that the property be priced correctly. Because as I explained to you, the days in the market, so when we price the property correctly, we are going to make sure that every buyer that can afford, 1, number of the buyers can afford your property. 2, it's those buyers that really like the area and they want to stay, trying to buy something there. And the third one is that all the buyers that demographically would love to buy the home and live in a property like the one you are selling. So we are going to make sure that every buyer be right there. So the number of the buyers there. And then by having all this pool of buyers in the very first days when the property is in the market, so we will get more offers, and then we have the rights and the upper hand and leverage to negotiate the price. In comparison, when we go higher with the price, and we hit the market with higher price, and not It's not about being high or low, but with the more realistic and the right price based on the market value. I had some of my clients, and I have done that at the beginning, also that I have advised them. So they said, but let's try. What's wrong with let's try? If we let's try with a higher price, all this number of buyers, the 3 categories that I mentioned above, so they won't be able to come in and see our property. We are going to miss them because we don't want to miss those that we price the property higher, and buyers, they do the homework, they have a real estate agent, and they know that, hey, okay, I like the area, but I cannot afford that. So we are losing those part of buyers, this number of buyers, that unless we price the property perfectly and right. So this is exactly, if we talk about the market we are right now, so I'm recording this is June 2021, and the real estate industry, it's crazy. So the low inventory and everything. But the reason number one that these properties, beside the low inventory in the market, are getting higher price and are getting higher offers, higher than the asking price, is because the properties are going in 2 hours, in 1 or 2 days. The latest is 1 week. So these days on the market are so important. As I had when I sold my last property, so the whole thing, we could not even get an open house because all the buyers, they're just putting an offer before they even not seeing the property. This is a very specific, special situation in the market. But to go back to the topic, so these days in the market are very important. Make sure that you are going to price your property correctly. And do not be afraid that, oh, what happens if I price my property less than the market value? The number of buyers that are interested, and they see, even if we are lower in the price than the market value, so they are going to come to us and they are all going to offer more. So we're never going to price a property wrong if we go a little bit less than the market value in the area where your property is located. So if you have, and if you want to have any full property price analysis, we do those as a complimentary. Give me a phone call in 347-217-0374, and the number will be below, or send me an email. I can very easily send you a full price property analysis, and then if numbers make sense to you, so we can definitely talk what we can do in the future. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon.